Where's your credentials, sir?
Sir, can I see your credentials? Your credentials is what?
As an officer, this is my credentials.
Okay.
Okay, so where's
You're an officer with the Department of Corrections.
Where's your credentials, sir?
Did you contact the proper authorities in our building for the state to do this?
You're demonstrating to the people who are going to watch the video that you don't know what you're talking about. Never made any comment about the color of your skin. It doesn't matter. Tyrants come in all shapes, colors, and sizes. Law enforcement has arrived. Looks like the Delaware State Police.
Hey, sir.
I'm doing well. You mind if I get your name and badge number, sir?
Yeah, so no problem. Delaware State Police.
Nice to meet you, sir.
So what can we do today? What are we doing? What's this?
You are not going to believe that this probation officer thinks he's an actual cop, and he asked a First Amendment auditor to leave a public building. This guy actually argued with Sean for at least 30 minutes, and Sean masterfully articulated the law in his rights. And the frustration from the probation officer was on 1,000. And you already know, I am here for it, and I hope you're here for it too. Let's get into it.
Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today we're at the probation department here in Newcastle, Delaware. We're here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas to promote transparency and accountability within our government and to ensure that our public servants recognize our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. We have our friendly reminder that they're always recording us, even though it always seems to be an issue when we the people record the government.
Oh man, you can't record on DOC property, you have to step outside.
Excuse me, sir?
Not record on DOC property, you have to step outside.
Who are you, sir?
Officer Powell.
Officer Powell. And,
So I'm asking you to step outside.
and what law would that be?
It's a DOC private property. You cannot record.
This is private property?
It's
Who
DOC
owns it?
property.
Who owns the property, sir?
Sir, you have to leave.
This isn't private property, sir.
Sir, you have to leave.
This is public property, sir.
Sir, you have to leave.
So this is
You
public
cannot
property.
record on state property, DOC property. That's the
What
thing.
law is that?
It's not a law, it's a policy. You cannot record.
It's a policy.
Yes, sir. You can step outside and record. You just cannot record inside the building.
Well, this is still a public building, public property. It's publicly accessible.
It's a correctional institution, which is a secure facility. Okay.
There's nothing secure about it. I just walked right in.
No.
There's secure areas in this building, of course, sure. And I don't plan on going into any of those secure areas,
But you
sir.
cannot record in the building.
But that's not a law, sir. Respectfully, that's not a law. That's just a policy,
What's your
sir. Oh, my name is Sean, sir.
Sean what?
Just Sean.
Just Sean?
Just Sean. Yep, no problem. Hey, how are you? How are you guys doing?
He didn't get what he wanted, so he called in the goon squad. Look at this guy. Got the bare belly. Got the other dude just real anxious. You can see it on his face that this Dame Dash wannabe is about to start some problems.
Mind if I get your name?
My name's Supervisor McCarran.
And my name is Sean, sir. And your name, sir?
Supervisor Dowling.
Supervisor Dowling. Nice to meet you guys.
Business here today?
Oh, I'm just taking some pictures and video. I'm an independent journalist. I'm working on a story on the Department of Corrections here.
Gotcha. Do you have any kind of paperwork saying you can be on the property? You're doing that?
Do I have any paperwork?
Yeah.
Other than the United States Constitution.
That doesn't apply here for this. We have our policy here. So I would like you to...
The United States Constitution doesn't apply here?
No. What you're trying to do does not apply to this. You cannot record here. We have a policy that says you cannot record in our building.
And that policy trumps the United States Constitution and freedom of press?
Anything. Our policy for this building, you're not allowed to be here in this building recording if you say you can't. So I'm going to ask you to remove yourself from the building, please.
And you are?
Sir, I'm engaged in a constitution protected activity. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not, you're talking about your policy. I'm not breaking any laws. If you'd like, you can call law enforcement.
It's our policy.
If you'd like, you can call law enforcement so they can explain to you the laws.
You can remove yourself.
But that's not against the law,
No,
sir.
you have to call
You're the same guy that was at the Salem, aren't you?
Where?
The women's prison?
Oh, no, I never went there before. No, never. This is the first time I've been to a Delaware correctional facility here.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I wasn't there.
Other than videotaping, you have no business.
Well, yeah, I want to do a Freedom of Information Act request, but I'm just taking some picture and video right now. But I'll get to the Freedom of Information Act request. When I get to it, I'm just taking some pictures and video of the signage here. Again, this is not a secure area I'm in or anything like that. Oh, I understand that it's state property, definitely funded by taxpayers. I understand that. I get it. It's just I'm not in any secure or restricted areas, and your policy doesn't apply to me. I don't work here. Respectfully, I don't work here. I'm not bound by your policies. I'm bound by the law and the United States Constitution, which you said doesn't apply here for some reason.
You're mistaking the word, but
That's what you said.
we're not going to go back and forth.
I don't want to either.
Right. Okay. So here's the thing. You have no other business other than being in the building. So if I decide to remove you from the building, then what?
Well, if you physically put your hands on me and remove me from the building, that would be a crime.
It would be
And,
crime. Show me what crime, please.
well, you cannot put your hands on people that
show me
aren't.
what crime, please.
Yeah, that would be the crime of assault.
It would be
And
assault.
that would be assault.
Remove you from the building.
That would be
That's 40
assault.
Out from the building, we have a right to say you can leave our building.
No,
correct?
you cannot
No.
assault people
No.
that haven't
Do we
broken the
have right
law.
to say you can move our building? Do we have the right to say you can leave our
No,
building?
because this is a public building. Is it closed to the public right
It's
now?
the state. I'm sorry. I like, if you're taking,
Yeah, I'll take whatever. Sure.
You know, he's acting like one of those cops that's so smart that they're dumb. And he's getting real emotional right now. He can't even hold it. I can see it in his facial expressions. And he's not used to people not listening to what he says and tell them to do. This is going to be interesting.
What do you got up there that says what? The Bridge Clinic?
where's that? Oh. You know
Oh, inside the lobby where I'm not?
No, it's a,
Yeah, I'm not loitering. I have a loitering is when you don't have a purpose. Right, loitering is when you don't have a purpose. You're just standing around not doing anything. No. I'm told you, I'm engaging in a constitutionally protected activity of freedom of press. I'm a journalist working on a story.
credentials for the journalist.
Oh, I'm sure I could produce some credentials
I'm asking
for you.
Credentials right now, sir.
Yeah, no, I don't have to give them to you
so-
though.
No, you do.
I don't.
You asked me for credentials.
Can you just take a step back, please?
No, I'm in my building. I'm asking you.
Well, you're in
for your
our building.
credentials, but I'm asking you for your credentials.
I know.
I'm
I'm going to
asking
take a
for
step
credentials.
back. I'm going to
Okay, you can
de-escalate.
take a step back. I'm asking for your credentials.
Hey, sir, how are you?
Where's your credentials, sir?
Sir, can I see your credentials? Your credentials is what?
As an officer, this is my credentials.
You serious?
Okay.
Okay, so where's
You're an officer with the Department of Corrections.
where's your
Got him! Got him!
credentials,
Sir, I don't show credentials unless I'm forced
You said
to.
you're a publicist. You
I
said
am.
you're
No, I'm a journalist,
Oh,
right.
journalist. Can I see your credentials as a journalist, please?
No, you can't.
I can't.
No, sir. You cannot.
Okay.
You cannot see my journal. You cannot see my credentials. You cannot see. I don't need credentials, and you can't see my life.
He took the little peek back. They all left. They don't want no smoke, nigga. They all left. You're there by yourself now. And why your eyes so red?
Since I'm not going to give you my ID, I haven't broken any laws. Well, I do. I just told you I'm doing a FOIA request, and I'm working on a story here on the Department of Corrections. What do you guys have to hide in a public lobby?
No, but my question is proper information and credentials to do this. Did you contact the proper authorities in our building for the state to do this in the state building?
No, because I don't. I would if I needed to, but I don't
But you
need
just said
to.
you're doing that. So we're asking you the same thing says here. You're not once again authorized to be in the.
Well, I am. You don't make that. You can't make that determination.
We just made determinations right here. It seems like you want to follow policies that apply that you want.
I don't want to follow any policy.
Okay, but you're saying what you want to do.
I don't need to. I follow the law, sir.
And what is the law?
That is not the law.
that is our building that we're responsible for our.
No, that's not the law, sir.
But it's our building.
You can make a sign that says no
But it's our
black
building.
people allowed in a building, no white
So you're
people
being
allowed.
racist. Is that what you're saying?
No, I said you
just
could.
said that. You said about being black people. You're being racist. That's
I'm
what
saying,
you're saying.
I said black and
At this point, we know he's not being genuine. He's being very disingenuous right now because I'm pretty sure he knows the law. And he knows that the law trumps whatever policy they got in that building.
I said black. If you let me finish,
You're being
if you
racist,
let
sir.
me,
Sir, at
no,
this
I'm
point,
not.
You're being racist.
I am
So I
not.
would like you to leave the building.
I'm not being racist at all, sir. I'm giving you an example that if you had a sign that said,
The court example.
why? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
Once again, you're applying things that you apply. You allow.
If you had a sign that said no yellow people, no white people, no black people, no whatever kind of people here.
You're now cleaning up your act.
No, I'm not.
I really do appreciate that.
No, I'm not.
You're really a good wordsmith. But see, I see
If you interrupted me before
No,
I could finish,
you, sir.
you said you're being racist.
No, because you were. But
You're playing a race card. I don't know why.
Sir, but you are. So I have rights too. What you did,
Of
you
course.
offended my rights. You stepped over my rights.
No,
You
I
did.
didn't.
Yes, you did, sir.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Not at all.
Yes, you
You're
did.
being very disingenuous.
Sir, you are.
No.
Because we're trying to tell you to remove.
I'm trying to give you an example of why
that
policies.
was a very poor example.
No, it's not. It's a
Sir,
perfectly aligned example.
So what I would like you to do at this point, we're going back with words, and we do not feel comfortable with you in our building. We're asking you to leave the building.
Right, and I have business to conduct here. I told you
What
that.
business do you have to conduct?
An open records request for the Department of Corrections is
How
part of
do
my
you go about
story.
doing that?
Fill it.
How do you go about doing
Why
that?
don't you tell me since I'm here?
No, sir. You must know more than I do. So how do you go about doing that, please?
You go to the agency where you want to collect the public information and you request it.
down in Dover that has all the records.
Right.
So you're in the wrong building.
Well, you could
that information.
You could submit the records form anywhere.
Sir, no, you have to send a request, a form to do so. So until you have that form of request, you do not belong here.
Of course I do. I can write the request.
Then write the request.
Right.
And go to Dover and get that, and they'll provide all the information. So in this building, you are in the wrong building to do that.
No,
So
sir, I'm
you
not.
do have- sir,
I'm right where I knew where I was going when I walked in the door.
No, you did not. You went to a building. If you want the records, our records are held down in Dover. So any request that goes through that must go through Dover, sir. Did you know
Right.
that?
Well, it could go to any agency,
No.
sir.
The agency.
I'm very familiar with the open records.
But the agency is in Dover
sir.
that holds the records, sir.
But you
So
could,
you're
but they
in-
could forward it. Listen,
Sir,
that's
you
not
have
how it
a
works.
Request. Did you send a request? Did
Sir,
you send a request?
you put request in writing.
Did you send a request?
Sir, relax and de-escalate.
Did you send a request?
Sir, de-escalate, please.
Sir, did you send a request?
Hi, ma'am. How are you? Nice to meet you. Who are you, ma'am?
My name is Laurie, but you can't be in here with the phone. So
Why
there's a
would I-
sign right out here
Why
that
wouldn't I be able to be out here with
there's
in
no
here with a
phones in
phone?
this- There's no cell phones in this building. You need to be out there.
So there's people that come in here that don't get checked for phones. How many people are in there?
Phones. How would you know?
How? Because I just saw a bunch of people walk in and you
They
didn't check them for phones, ma'am.
They have to
And I'm
come
sure that
that
they.
way. They get checked for phones.
I've seen people walk in this door, ma'am, without being checked for phones.
There's no more arguments. You
I'm
need
not.
to go,
I don't
or
want
we're
to
gonna call
argue.
the police.
You can call the police, ma'am. They're going to educate you
Threatening to call the police on someone who knows the law, you're setting yourself up for failure.
on public photography and our constitutional rights, ma'am. Go ahead, do what you need to do. Again, you're making things up. Now phones aren't allowed in this building.
We have a metal detector that collects all the phones. We go back there and you go through.
Sir, multiple people have walked through this door.
And they go through the metal detector over there, sir.
Okay,
And we confiscate
that means
the phones.
wherever they go through the metal detector, that's where you don't
You're
allow
making up-
phones,
you're
sir.
making up our rules
No,
for our business.
it's not your business.
He just got him. And that's he got him. Beyond that point where they confiscate the phones and do the metal detector, that's where the phones get taken. So beyond that point, there is no phones, no cameras, no recording. And that's fine because he's not going to those restricted areas. But in the public part of the building that's open to the general public, well, that's why they don't have no bars or no secret passageways or doors to get inside. You could just walk in. This dude is not making any sense, and he works there. And I'm glad that Sean actually, kind of instigates. I know it's kind of a bad thing when you say the word instigate, but he instigates these things so he can pull out the flaws within their whole logic, because they don't know what they're doing, but they're operating as if they do. And that's why we're having so much complications when it comes to our system. And I think these audits will make it run more efficiently. The more people that start catching on, the more they start getting ousted for the public to see that they're not doing their jobs correctly. I think it'll get better.
This is the people's business. That's what you're not understanding.
You're not understanding. I appreciate this, sir. This is really good banter. I love it. So we're going to continue doing this.
I mean, you can do whatever you'd like, sir. You can do whatever you'd like.
Sir, I can see you like to do the things your way. I appreciate it.
I like to do the things lawfully.
Sir, you do not.
I like to exercise my rights peacefully.
Sir,
I'm not raising my voice. Haven't done anything wrong to you.
Back and forth about requests. And I told you the proper way to get a request, which you refuse to do so.
Right, and I'm here also to document the public building, sir.
You refuse to do so. I
Right,
appreciate
I'm
that.
also here to
You're not following any type of rule or any type of guide. Only the ones you want to set.
No, I follow the law. The law, sir.
You just said the law, and I gave you the example of where you have to go get the request.
Right, no, but I just told you I am taking pictures in public. I'm working on a story on the Department of Corrections.
What's your story, sir?
I've received many tips that the Department of Corrections has tyrant officers just like you who treat people in a way that you're treating me. I could only imagine how you, if you're treating a member of the public and a journalist like this way, I could only imagine how you would treat an inmate or someone on parole or probation.
Facts.
I'm saying that's that I can only imagine how you would treat them.
Facts. And that's why we need people to be on their tail like that. We need people to be on their heels like that. For real. Because if Sean's getting this treatment, just imagine. And being on the other side of that, you get to see that part of the DOC. That it's corruption there. Trust that. I witnessed firsthand myself.
Here's the thing. You can always look up my name. You can ask any offender who knows me. So your assumption is totally wrong. So
I wouldn't know that until I conduct my investigation, sir.
You can create the narrative the way you
I will conduct my investigation into you, and I will figure that out. And if it is true that you are cordial with people, but your actions here don't display that today, sir.
It doesn't have to display because your actions display this.
Excuse me? Sir, there's nothing in my pocket. Okay. There's no weapons in my pocket. You just saw. I just showed you.
No, I don't know what's in the bottom of it.
This is embarrassing.
You're being a tyrant.
No, I am.
You're being a straight tyrant.
You have no right to. You have no.
So this way he can't do his narrative.
A subject to search over there. We're subject to search.
In this building. You are in this building. You are subject to search.
And look at this shit. And look at this. One of them pulls out a camera on their phone, just like what Sean's doing right now. They're trying to get him out the building and tell him that he can't be on his phone, while one of their colleagues takes his phone out and starts recording just the same. So what's the difference?
Where does it say that? Sir, I just showed you there's nothing in my pocket other than a cell phone. It's a cell phone. You shouldn't be scared. You guys are armed. Why are you scared for it? You are scared. You tell I can't put my hand in my pocket because you're scared.
I'm showing you what the sign says.
Right. Okay.
So it shows you what the sign says.
Right. I'm not in a restricted area. This is a publicly accessible area.
Nothing says restricted.
I know that.
It says any person or vehicle on the property is subject to search.
So violate my rights and search me then. If you think that sign makes you have the authority to violate my rights, my Fourth Amendment right of unreasonable searches and seizures, search me. It is unreasonable because there's nothing you could see. There's nothing on me. I don't. What about my ID would make you feel safe? You're scared, obviously. So what about my ID or credentials would make you feel safe? I mean, you're acting scared by saying, get your hands out of your pocket. That's acting scared, sir. I'm not scared. You guys have weapons. I'm not scared. What would I be scared for? You guys have weapons. I don't. All I have is a camera. That's all I have.
The thing about this whole thing is you create a narrative, which I like. You're creating a narrative to fit your, if we step away from their window, because that's something totally different. So if you step away from their conducting business at their window.
I mean, if somebody comes up, I'll move out of the way.
Again, I asked you something polite.
And did I not just move out of the way?
But you're telling what you're going to do. If somebody comes
because
what?
I will move out of their way.
But I'm asking you now out of their way.
No, but they're not I'm not in anybody's way. Again, you're just trying to feed me directives because that's what you're used to doing. You're used to people following your directives without question.
Are you finished?
They're used to following your directives without question. No, I'm not finished speaking, sir. They're used to people following your direction without question and because if not, you will violate their parole. You will do this. You'll do that. I am free to stand where I want, sir. I'm not blocking anybody. If somebody comes up to the window, I know how to move out of people's way, sir. You don't need to tell me to do that. I am finished, sir. Yeah, go ahead.
It's nothing about directive. It's having a conversation. You can move a little further. Move this way. I just don't want you to be in front of their window.
Sure. When I asked you to step back from me, you said, this is my building. I'm not going to step away from you.
I didn't move back, did I?
You didn't. I moved away because I was going to de-escalate the situation.
But either way, I'm asking you to either move away from their window.
Sir, I'm not blocking anybody. As you can see, there's no one else in here. I'm not.
Nobody.
If somebody came up. I'm an adult. I know how to move out of people's way, sir.
It has nothing to do about being an adult. It's simply that it seems like you have a problem even following or listening to people or even making.
But why would I need to listen to you, sir? But why would I need to live? What authority do you have over me that I need to listen?
None.
Or make some amends.
Amends? Do you know what amends means?
Okay.
Amends means that you are making amends for something you did wrong. I haven't did anything wrong.
Gotcha.
In anybody's mind. What if I've broken the law? You should arrest me.
Loitering.
I'm not loitering. Loitering is when you have no purpose. I do have a purpose here. I've explained that to you multiple times. Just because you don't like my purpose, that's different. You might not like the purpose I'm here for.
This building.
That might be your prerogative on, this is not your building. You don't own it. You don't command the building.
I didn't say it was my building. I said this building.
Right. As you just said, this is a whole different agency here that's inside of this building. So obviously you're not the end all be all for inside this building, correct?
Facts.
You're not even the only agency in this building. So how can you just make the rules and say you have no business here?
Another point for Sean.
You could say that to anybody. If I had a Fox 35 news jacket on and a big camera crew with me, you wouldn't say that. You'd be like, oh, you know, we're not doing anything wrong here.
You'd be a little more respectful. We asked them to kind of move a different way. I think they would still try to.
They went with you credentials.
Right.
Oh, they would show credentials, right? They probably would, because that's their policy. My policy in my company is I don't show credentials or my identification. I don't need to explain to you what my company is, so you will know what my company. I know. I'm exercising my right. You said you identified yourself to me as law enforcement. I have a Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and not give you any information. That is my right. Why is it that exercising rights becomes a problem, sir?
I'm exercising the right as well. And you refuse to do it. That's fine. That's fine.
What right are you exercising, sir?
That blank look means I don't know.
Daniel Becker for Mr. Bronner. Thank you.
Hey, how are you? Is that a personal or work phone, sir? Oh, I just wanted to know so I can request the footage.
That question, any footage. Thank you.
He's recording something that.
You're recording something.
I'm not a government official. I'm not a government official. You're creating public record by recording with yourself. No, I'm not. I'm not a government official, sir. He is a government. He can record. Is anybody stopping him from recording? No, but he is a government official. He's a public servant. That means while he's recording, while he's on duty receiving taxpayer money, he's creating a public record. And if you destroy that record, that would be destroying public records. Okay.
He's on lunch. He's off duty. How do you know that?
So he's just recording for his own benefit. That's great. He's exercising his First Amendment rights. Fantastic. I love it. Great. I love it. Fine. It doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't matter. Really.
Why do law enforcement officers get so scared when people have their hands in their pockets? Like, do you think everybody's out to hurt you? Is that what it is? Because you're the one that do you think everybody's trying to hurt you, officer?
No, you don't have to comment that. Let the conversation.
I mean, he said, take your hands out of your pockets. Why? A lot of officers I see say that. Why? Why can't a free man or woman have their hands in their pockets?
So he's speaking.
I mean, you've been talking more than me.
I think your perception is low out there. That's okay.
All right.
It's okay.
All right.
I noticed the people coming in and out have not given you any kind of permission for you to post any of this video.
Oh, I don't need their permission.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
You guys are just, you guys, all you're doing right now is just demonstrating to the people.
Yeah, we don't.
That you don't know what you're talking about.
Yes,
You're
I think all of us do.
You're demonstrating to the people who are going to watch the video that
Like us.
you don't know what you're talking about. There's no expectation of privacy in public. That is the same type of logic that allows you to have cameras in public areas. Did you ask me for my permission to record me? No. All right. Excuse me, sir.
I know. I'm okay. You're okay.
I know. You're just
Is it me or is his eyes red like before he came to the front, he was in the back getting high? His eyes red like he just woke up from a 12-hour nap. That's my theory. And I'm gonna stick to it. He was smoking that good. You can see it all in his eyes. Act like we don't know what that looked like. We're gonna pop a urine on him. I guarantee you he does urines on everyone else. Somebody needs to pop a urinalysis report on him.
I'm asking.
You're just walking in.
I know,
front
but
of me.
you're not going to go any further than my officer. So I'm making sure you stay pretty far away from my officer. That's
I
all.
know. Just it could be considered, and
It could be, but I'm asking you to stay close.
disorderly conduct.
You don't
by
need
walking
these
in front of
conversations,
people.
sir. It's okay.
A little close.
I understand, sir. It's okay.
I'm gonna try walking away from you.
I understand, but you're not able to go into the lobby, but that's you're okay.
It's a secure lobby. Why would I go in?
No, doesn't matter, sir. Just making sure everything's okay.
Everything's fine.
I understand. But you're not going to be in his conversations. No need for you to be there. It's something that has nothing to do with you.
I think he's getting educated. I
Well,
think that's
maybe
what's
he is.
going on.
But right now, you don't need to be close to him. That's all.
But you could be close to me.
Because you're getting close to my officer. You made a move to my officer.
Oh, okay. All right. Say hello.
It's like my shadow.
I appreciate that. Here's that racist connotation.
Excuse me?
Call me a shadow.
So you're saying because you are following me around and I called you my shadow, that's
I think
racist?
you're making references
You're one
to
of
my
those
officer.
people. You're one of those
You're
people
one of
that
those
just
people.
always
I
just
think
want to
you're
bring
being-
race into it and
Maybe I
want
am,
to.
sir. Maybe I am, but you made a comment.
You think you're a
Again, that's
victim of your
second
race,
time.
color? Listen,
I appreciate it, sir.
I'm a
Thank you.
minority too, but
Sir,
I'm not a
this
victim.
conversation-
I'm not a
this conversation
victim.
Doesn't matter.
You're not a victim either.
You don't know, sir. Once
You're
again,
not a victim.
you're out of the story.
You're my shadow because you're following me around.
Sir, I don't
You can
think
make it
that
about race if you want.
Second time about my color of my skin.
Never made any comment about the color of your skin. It doesn't matter. Tyrants come in all shapes, colors,
Yes.
and sizes.
It's hard because once again, you have no sensitivity to diversity, to my plight, my feeling.
Did you take sensitivity training? Is that why you're acting like this?
Because once again, it's just
Well, you can end the conversation.
I could.
Go ahead. You can, but you're not going to stop me from
Thank
speaking.
you, sir.
Absolutely
Thank you, sir.
ridiculous.
I know, sir.
What in the hell is a jurist doing outside of a probation office? It's the blue one right there. No, back to the subject.
Ridiculous. I know. Law enforcement should just called you and said, hey, he's engaged in a constitution-protected activity. Get back to work. Get back to what the taxpayers are paying you to do. Don't follow him around like a shadow.
No, it's a third. I appreciate that, sir.
Has nothing to do. Oh, you're a victim. You're a
Maybe I
victim,
am.
huh?
Once again, you're treating the victim very poorly.
You're a victim. Sensitivity training and all that.
I appreciate
That's what I
that.
was here to see.
That's the problem.
You're here to see for the freedom of information.
I'm not going to answer any more questions till law enforcement gets here. You made your intent pretty clear in the last 45 minutes. Law enforcement has arrived. Looks like the Delaware State Police. Let's hope they're educated on our constitutional rights, right? We're going to find out. And then they can educate you guys. You guys can go back to work. I can move on with my day. Everybody's happy.
You moved on with your day long.
No, I can't.
I'm not keeping you.
Oh, I know.
His intent is to try to educate people. That's his intent.
Yeah. There you go.
But you could have done it a whole different way. I appreciate that. There's a right way to do those things. If you wanted to. You could have started a seminar and you could have just that.
I do police officer trainings at police departments. I do that too. I go across the country and train police in their precincts. I'll send you the video.
Hello.
Hey, sir, how are you?
Doing well, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. You mind if I get your name and badge number, sir?
Yeah, absolutely.
Supervisor, Delaware State Police.
Nice to meet you, sir.
So what can we do today?
What are we doing? What's it?
Oh, I'm an independent journalist. My name is Sean. I'm just working on a story here on the Department of Corrections here.
Okay.
And just staying in the publicly accessible areas. I'm not going to any restricted areas, any enclosed areas.
All right.
Just getting some pictures, some B-roll footage, and that's it.
Okay, sounds good to me, here.
Since now that he articulated his business, which he didn't have to for those probation officers, parole officers, or whatever they are, they're not cops. And they hear what he's talking about. They're like, and he's seeing that the officers are actually hearing him out. This is something that we all need to learn, how to protect our own rights. We need to learn our rights. We've been walking around in life for so many years without actually taking the time to study the laws that they're using against us. So I think this is very important that we start studying the law more. These videos are important as well.
Can you just wait right there for a second while I talk to these gentlemen here?
Oh, sure. You can go ahead and talk to them. That's fine.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
talk to you over here, all right?
Hi, sir. How are you?
Good, how about yourself?
I'm doing well. Do you mind if I get your name and badge number?
Trooper Lato, 2118.
Thank you, Trooper. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
So what's going on?
Oh, nothing. Oh, yeah. No, I'll repeat myself. Not a problem. No, I'm just, my name is Sean. I'm an independent journalist. I'm just taking some pictures and video of the publicly accessible areas here for my story I'm working on in the Department of Corrections. That's all.
That's it?
That's it. Nothing, nothing nefarious going on here. Not going into restricted areas.
So
What are these? They said that I'm not allowed to take pictures in public and that they were going to physically remove me from the building. And I told them that I'm engaged in a freedom of press, constitution protected activity, filming law enforcement. And they called you guys, so we've been waiting for you to show up. That's all. That's it. And we're just going to see what happens next, I guess.
All right.
Pure facts.
Yeah.
Because they had no right
Story about
to tell them to get out that public building.
Just, the different services. I've received some tips from people about the department. So I'm just investigating in general. Just nothing. I can't get too specific with you only because the story's not published yet. That's all.
Gotcha.
Right.
All right, so can I just talk to you outside? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, we can talk right here, sir. That's fine.
All right, so what business do you have here?
Like I said, I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. I'm just getting some B-roll footage in the publicly accessible areas here. That's my business here, sir.
Do you have all the footage that you need?
Oh, no, not yet. No.
Okay, so what else do you need?
I need some more B-roll footage. There's a lot of different public notices, signs here that I'm investigating. And plus, I just have the right to be in public. There is no law against being in public and recording.
Here's the issue we have here. So this is parole and probation.
Right.
So we have people who are reporting to their POs here, dealing with sensitive information, stuff that's not privy to the public. And up front,
right, that would be why it's behind the window.
And this is still a correctional facility. So yeah, you are technically in a common area, but this for itself is a private property. So I understand you're a journalist trying to do some work, great. But outside of that scope, you really can't be out here doing what you're doing now, unless you actually you're doing your business. So.
Right. Do you mind if I speak to a supervisor?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get to there right now. So obviously, I'm trying to get as much information as I can now from you, so I can relate to my supervisor, who will come here. Can you start right for a second? And he's going to explain to you the same thing I'm explaining to you.
I hope not, because this is public area. Being a correctional facility doesn't.
It's a common area. It's not a public area. Up front, this is state property. So unless you have official
state property, public property, it's the same thing.
Unless you have official business here. You do what you like here. You can submit whatever paperwork you like for your investigative, journalism. Cool, great. But speaking to these two gentlemen here, you haven't provided any sort of credentials or paperwork for you to obtain that information.
Right. I don't need to provide credentials to anybody. I don't need to provide my ID. This is the United States of America. Right. We are free to enter into publicly accessible areas and record law enforcement. Right now, it's a First Amendment protected activity, sir.
So right now you're trespassing onto state government property.
I'm not. If you read the trespass statute, that is not what the trespass statute says.
Okay, but there's a sign out front that says...
Doesn't say no trespassing.
Property. No trespassing, no loitering. If you see right there...
This is not loitering. Loitering, the definition of loitering is standing around not doing anything. Right. I'm doing something.
But again, like I said,
there's been other people that have come inside of this building. They're mad because I have a camera, and that's why they're upset. But there's been other people that have come inside of this building and just stood right there for 30 minutes, and they didn't say, "Hey, what are you doing inside of this building?" Again, and that's what it comes to when it goes to court. If this goes to court, if it needs to go that route, I've unfortunately been arrested 9 times, and I've had all charges dismissed because everything I do is within the law. I'm in the Second Circuit right now, filing federal lawsuits. So I just want to make it clear. I do trainings with law enforcement officers about First Amendment training across the country.
You understand our position here. These two gentlemen here have gone out of the way to try to accommodate you as best as they can.
Well, you don't know.
That's cap. That is pure cap, because we can rewind and see that these people were harassing Sean, basically. And they was trying to use excessive force to get him outside of the building and get him off of their property, which he said is state property, which equals out to public property. We the people paid them taxes.
That because you weren't here.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Have you gotten everything you needed?
No, I'm not finished with my business here, sir.
Right. So let's do this. Go ahead and finish your business here, and you're gonna have to leave because right now you're not conducting any sort of business that's appropriate to this facility. Are you checking in with a probation officer?
No, I'm not on probation or parole. No.
Parole, exactly. So
No, but this is not just a probation officer. This is
right.
This is not just a probation office. You have the administrative. Right. That is not a law, sir. And there is more offices in here besides.
It's not a law, but here's the thing: there's official business being conducted here. You have people coming in who probably don't want to be seen on video reporting to their.
That doesn't matter. There's no reasonable. You're recording people right. You're recording right now, sir.
So again, this
you don't get their permission.
I'm conducting business with them.
Right. And I'm conducting constitutional.
That person who's sitting over there.
I don't think we're, sir. I don't think we're going to agree.
But I'm letting you know.
Right. No, I don't think we're going to agree. I would just like to speak to a supervisor, and if the supervisor says that I'm not authorized to be here and he'll arrest me, then that gives me what's called. That's. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Let me finish. He's going to tell you the same exact thing.
All right, and that's fine. And then I will have standing in federal court to handle in federal court.
They don't listen to
That's fine, and we can all move on. No, that's fine. No, it's fine.
You have no official business.
I do have official business here, sir.
All right, so go ahead and finish your official business here. Right now, you have no business being here because, again, this is private property.
It's not private property.
You're not authorized visit checking in with probation.
It is not a private, and there is not. This is not just a probation building. This is not just a probation building, sir. This is not just. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you.
Realize this is probation building. They are here with us, and they're currently
Right.
closed.
So-
we control the building.
Yeah, right.
So what you're
Well,
doing?
you don't. But at the end of the day, and you'll see the federal laws. Okay, that's fine.
Until you can show.
I'll wait.
We're going back and forth.
All right, great.
Yeah, there's people
All right,
here
thank you,
that
sir.
are-
Thank you. I appreciate that. They're victims. Okay,
They're
like you, right?
victims.
Like
There
you,
are people here, victims. People here.
like you, right?
Um,
Like you,
Also, and I'm
like you.
Point. Who else is in the lobby at this?
So you're the only victim here, apparently, according to you, because of the color of your skin.
Two people. There's two. Okay, so I have the authority at this point to. So I know we're closing the building. Building is closed. Building now is closed.
You're closing the building.
I'm closing the building.
Okay, that's fine. You
Okay,
close
you
the
can leave
building.
now. You
Okay,
can leave now.
Relax.
Sir, no,
I'm
sir,
leaving.
leave.
If it's closed,
It's closed.
so no
officially.
one else is going to come in here.
Sir, it's closed.
I just want to make sure the
It's
building
closed.
is closed.
It's closed officially right now.
You're
He mad because they woke him up out of his sleep to come down there and talk to Sean. Look at his eyes, man. I'm telling you, that's my theory. It's either he was asleep or he was smoking that.
have the authority to close the
I
building.
have the authority to close the building.
That's not a problem.
The building
That's fine.
is closed officially.
So if anybody else comes in here, I'm going to come. Look, this guy's coming in here right now. It's not closed. He's coming in.
You got him. Look at his face.
We're closed.
Closed. Thank you for taking care of that. You can officially leave.
All right. Hey, listen.
I appreciate
If you
There's nothing else to
you're
discuss.
closed,
There's nothing else to discuss.
I'll finish my statement. I'll say my
Can you please
statement.
leave our building now?
If you're
Please
closed,
leave our
that's
building.
fine.
Can you
You're
please leave our building?
closed.
Can you
That's
please leave our
fine.
building?
I'll be
Can you
back.
please leave
Don't
our
worry.
building?
I'll be back when you're
I
open.
appreciate it. Thank you. When we open up, we'll see you again. But right now, building's closed. Please leave the building.
Okay, no problem. If it's closed, it's closed. How you guys doing? It's closed, trooper.
I think our supervisor's making his way here. I don't know when he's going to be here, so
Right.
it's up to you.
Right, I got it. I mean, they're closed. They're closed. I don't stay in buildings after they're closed. See if they have an official hours here. So today is Monday, so they're not closed for another 10 minutes. So they closed early just for a camera. There's 10 minutes. We're gonna have to just come back here, I guess.
Hey, Sean,
Yes, sir.
if you're going to come back, which is fine in my book, how long do you think it would take for your
Oh, not long, not long. As long as, listen, as long as my biggest issue and why I'm still here, I probably would have left by now, is that it's not about just conducting the business. I just wanted to get like some pictures of all those signs in there, but I didn't have a chance because they said that recording is prohibited. So my biggest thing is education. Like I said, I go around to police departments. I've been invited to police departments across the country to conduct education on the First Amendment. It's to spread awareness. It's to make sure that public servants recognize our rights. and that law enforcement uphold their oath to the United States Constitution. So as long as I am permitted to film and there's no issue with the filming part, I'm not trying to stand in here for 8 hours straight. You know what I mean? As long as the filming part is fine, you know, like I said, I don't stay in a building after it's closed. If it's closed, it's closed. It's closed to the public. That means it's closed to everybody. But if you're just keeping me out because I have a camera, right? If you're just keeping me out because you have a camera, that's a little bit, you know, that's, you know, now you're tailoring it to, hey, you know, you can't come in and promote transparency and ask questions and submit FOIA requests, you know, open records requests. And that's a problem to me because now it's the government agency is not being transparent to the people.
I hear you.
That's it.
I'm a firm believer, you know, catch more flies with honey.
Right. Hey, if they would have came out and said, he said, I'm going to throw you. He said, I'm going to throw you out. And I said, well, if you put your hands on me, that's assault. You can't just grab me, you know. So, you know, if he would have said, hey, sir, hey, you're a journalist. Your name's Sean. My name is Dan. You know, can I help you with anything? You know, I'll show you the signs. If you have any questions, you know, I can get you the public relations. There's a different way of handling it, that de-escalation that you guys are supposed to learn that, you know, makes everything go easier.
I guess his form of de-escalation. Oh, matter of fact, he didn't learn that because he's not a cop. He's a parole officer or a probation officer. He's one of those two. He pull out a badge like he's actually a police officer, but he's not. He still works with the DOC, but he's not a police officer.
So there's the tyrant who plays the victim. Wants to be a victim for the color of his skin. Absolutely disgusting. I really hate people like that that just want to victimize themselves and just make it seem like the world's against them. Because I called him my shadow because he's following me. Apparently, that makes me a racist. By giving him an example about
that was crazy work.
Signage, that makes me a racist. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, we were there waiting for law enforcement for a while in silence. In absolute silence. So, I mean, by the time they said they're closed, hey, if they close early, we've seen it happen at United States post offices. We've seen it happen, you know, at different facilities. They close early. If they're closed to the public, they're closed to the public. It's no longer a publicly accessible area. But these people could have handled it. You know, these officers inside, the parole officers, could have handled the situation a lot better, a lot differently. It didn't need to go this way. This state trooper has been very professional with me. The other state trooper, not so much. He's not really in agreement. He didn't threaten to arrest us, so we don't have our standing in court yet. So he didn't threaten to arrest us. They just closed the building down, which is why we're going to do a revisit here. But we're going to do a revisit here not right away. We'll give it some time to sink in, let them learn the law, let them get educated. I got to make my way down the East Coast, excuse me, and, you know, expose some more tyranny. State troopers do not have the best reputation in Delaware. The officer I was speaking to seemed cordial. He agreed. You catch more with honey than you do with vinegar. You know, he was very cordial with me. Again, we're not breaking any laws here. He didn't threaten. No one threatened to arrest me. They just closed the building down. And in about 6 more minutes, it would have been officially closed anyway. We would have had to leave. It would have been closed to the public. But did you see, ladies and gentlemen, all the different attitudes we faced? You know, take your hands out of your pockets, the typical officer safety line, you know, just, I'm going to put my hands on you, throw you out, you know, all these different things, calling me a racist. This video, very tiring. I've been here for, you know, 2 hours now, maybe more than that. And it's, I'm pretty exhausted from dealing with these uneducated officers here who don't know of our constitutional rights. Public entrance, not private, public entrance. So, you know,
that's
just
crazy.
Ridiculous. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So we'll make a revisit here. I don't think I want to wait for the supervisor, because the supervisor, all he's going to do is, who knows what he's going to do, but I'm already outside. So there's really nothing to address anymore. I'm outside of the building here. The building is closed, so nothing more really to do. Let me know. This one was crazy.
It sure
Absolutely
was.
insane. Make sure to hit that like button and share this video. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next video.
You know, I couldn't imagine talking sports with that other guy, because he'd have been standing on it. He's the type that would tell you that James Worthy is the GOAT over Jordan. He's that type. He's like ride or die with what he believes, even if it's wrong. Because you heard that everything he said, most of it was wrong. That was coming from his personal perspective of what they should be doing in that building and their policies that don't even trump the law. You know, our Constitution is something really serious that we need to really think about and start really educating ourselves upon, because we don't know or understand the laws ourselves. So I'll encourage everyone to start studying our laws. But yeah, if y'all like this video, man, let me know what you think about it in the comment. Was the guy very argumentative and combative for nothing? Because he didn't make any sense and he didn't know what he was talking about. Is Sean doing a good job? If y'all love Sean like we all do, let us know in the comments. Like the video. I appreciate you for being here with me. And if you made it this far, I really appreciate you, because that's a lot of watch time. That's what's going to get us to growing on this YouTube, so we can bring more awareness to what's actually going on in the society that we live in. And if you like these, check this next video out.